it's not every day that a St. James player gets honored with an All-American jersey. It's clearly a goal that you've had for some time. What did this mean to you and mean to your family?
I mean, for the school, it's just I guess it's history, um, being in the making. Because I think I'm like one of the first player. Well, no, I'm probably like the second because Noel. But it's just going down in the record books, and just me being as I guess one of the greats and being known to being an All-American.
Is
But
this a goal you've had?
yes, ma'am.
I mean, what's it feel to reach, to accomplish? I mean, obviously you have a lot of goals in life, but what's it feel like to reach this one? You know?
I mean, it's a big accomplishment because it's I've been working so hard and I just been putting a lot of effort and just seeing all my hard work paying off, and just being and just having all these accolades and having all these compliments just coming back to reality. It's just a blessing that all my hard work and all the time I'm putting into in this game is paying off.
Right. What about your family? I mean, you had such a big support system here. All your grandparents and some aunts. Obviously, the support of your school. What's that mean to you to have such a strong support system?
You know, it's good to have a great support system with my family, my all my aunts and uncles and cousins, and even like coaches from the past, and even my classmates and my teammates. They all play a very important role into this, and me even being in this position that I'm in today. I just want to give it thanks to them. And but they've been helping me. They've been there throughout the whole time, the whole timeline. So I just want to give a big shout out to them.
You guys are still in it, still playing football as we, we're now in November. Big game this week. Obviously,
Right.
all of you guys' goals are still ahead of you, but
Right.
for you personally, I mean, only a handful of games left that you're going to play here at St. James. Has that set
Right.
in to you? Like,
Yeah.
are you out there really kind of taking it in each and every Friday night?
I really have been, and like it really hit me home run on senior night, like, which was last week, and I was just looking at all the seniors and like all the parents in the stands, and it's like this my last, like this is gonna really be my last year playing like on this field and with my teammates and at this school. So I mean, still got to buckle down and get to the main goal and go to this championship.
For you, obviously on another level, recruiting, that's going to be coming to an end soon. Just tell me a little bit about where your process is at with schools that you're down to.
I'm still down to my four schools: Alabama, LSU, Texas, uh,
Georgia.
and Georgia. You know, they all been contacting me, you know, checking up on me every game, every day, and trying to get me up there to come visit. Like this week, I'm going to Tuscaloosa on the unofficial, just because I've never been to an Alabama game before. So I'm going to see them play LSU this weekend, and we're going to see how they play.
You've been to Alabama. You've just never been to a game.
Yeah, I've never
before.
been to the game before.
So what are you hoping to see? Like, what do you want to see? The atmosphere, or is it just kind of trying to get your head around everything that Alabama has to offer?
I just wanted to see the atmosphere, how the game day is, and how how they prep themselves for game day, and just see how everything plays out, and see how the fan base is, and how the coaches are, how happy they are. I just get an experience because I never really went to Alabama game.
What about Georgia? How's that relationship? Obviously, they're number one in the country right now,
Right.
and they look great, and they look poised to make a real potential championship run. So what's that relationship like for you?
It's been getting closer, you know, because Coach Hankton, Coach Hankton really has to say anything. I'm speaking it for him. I'm like, y'all on the road, y'all doing it big. Like I'm watching. I watch when they play Kentucky, and they just balled out, you know. So Coach Hankton and Coach Kirby, you know, they're good dudes. They're good dudes to have in your social network. Um, but Coach Hank, he's a good guy. He's been there since my brother was in this recruiting stuff. But Coach Hankton, he always been on me. He's been like a mentor, you know, just keeping me updated and keeping me on the right track. Um, he he uh he just been showing me the ropes basically. Just
What about Texas? What's that relationship like as of late? You visited there earlier
yeah,
this fall.
yeah. Uh, Texas, I never been to Austin before. When I went to Austin, I loved it. I really did. I loved it. Austin was just big. It was full of energy, full of excitement. The love there. Yeah, it really is a fun city. The coaching staff there is very energetic, very all about Texas football, and especially just because they're a new staff. They were even more excited because Coach Sark was there. Even the newcomers were there. They was all into it. So we had a fun time there. Me and my family, we enjoyed each other, and they're just a fun group of people to be around.
Obviously, your fourth school, LSU, is a school that you're very familiar with. You've been there a lot of times. They're just down the road. Not the season that anybody thought, and obviously the news of Ed Ogeron a few weeks ago kind of, I don't know, does that change things for you? I mean, what's that relationship been like, and what's Coach Mickey and those coaches, how have they been recruiting you since that news has come out?
I mean, they still been recruiting me the same. They haven't really bring it up to me. Well, not that I know of. Probably to my parents. But Coach Mickey, he's like another Coach Hankton. He been there for me since middle school. He's just been contacting me, keeping me updated. You know, same thing, Coach Hankton. Coach Mickey, he's a good guy. He came to the game last week, to Patterson, and he said I look good. So I guess that's a good sign.
Are you going to be keeping your eye on that, just kind of waiting to see what that next staff is going to look like before a decision is made? Or?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The staff is really the staff is what I'm really debating on. So.
Do you have a date in mind? Do you know when you're planning on? Are you going to narrow it down, or are you just picking from the four?
I'm gonna just pick from the four.
When are you thinking you'll do it?
I think I'm gonna sign in December, so I'm not gonna commit to nowhere. I'm just gonna sign.
So during early signing period.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. What is it that you're really looking for? You mentioned coaching staff. You mentioned Mickey and Hankton and all these coaches that you have relationships with. Is that the biggest thing for you, or is it that plus trying to feel like you're at home, or what are you exactly looking for from those four?
Well, what I'm really looking for is like a place I can really call home, and a place that the system really fits me and what I'll be most successful at. Cause I'm really close connected to all my four schools. That's period. So they've been talking to me since this stuff even started. So. But the two that I mentioned, they've been there like before, like with my brother and stuff like that. But the four, they're definitely close contact. All of them close contact. I just really needed to have a feel for the town I'm being, and the situation at hand I'm being, and have a great schooling, and get a good education. So.
Is Alabama the last visit, or are you trying to go anywhere else before early signing day? Will you unofficially visit anywhere else, or officially?
I haven't really decided yet with my parents and stuff. We just made this. We just did this decision just the other day.
Gotcha. Speaking of your brother, congratulations to him. He got his first interception last weekend.
You know it's crazy. So this last week, I had caught a pick. Against Preston from senior night. As soon as the end of the game, I called him, and I'm like, bro, I need, cause he already told us once before that he was gonna start this week. I'm like, bro, you need a pick, cause I just cause I got one. I said, bro, you need a pick. He's like, I got you. So I didn't go to the game. Sadly, I wish I was there to see that, but my dad went. So I seen it on TV, and I was cutting up in my house by myself. So.
He's obviously really last question. He's obviously gone through the recruiting process, and he's obviously at Mississippi State now, for those that are listening to this and may not know. But what's his advice to you? I mean, he's been in college for a few years now, and he's gone through the recruitment process. Like, what kind of advice? I know you're really close with him, and I'm sure you lean on him for advice and that sort of stuff. What do you guys talk about when it's this recruiting process and trying to pick a place that's going to feel like home for you?
Well, he just said, pick a place that fits you, and be sure that you really want to go there, because once you start bouncing around, it's gonna look bad. It's gonna follow you everywhere you go. So he was just like, just pick a place that you best believe that you can be successful in.